What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. And in this one, we have Mom takes on multi-million-dollar company to fight for family home. Before we dive into this, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let's hear the story of this incredible mom.
It's a Dee versus Goliath battle. A single mum taking on a multi-million-dollar developer, fighting for the home she worked so hard for. Dee put down the deposit and waited patiently, but 4 years on, she could lose the apartment and her life savings.
It's completely unethical to be willing to put a mother and her children out of the home.
There are people suffering here. There are people that purchased properties 4 years ago.
If I can't get our home, we'll never be able to get into the market.
All Dee Marshman ever wanted was to give her kids a better life.
Owning a home, more specifically giving my children stability, was always a goal of mine.
A full-time teacher and sole parent, Dee worked herself to the bone to save a deposit.
If I was living on vouchers, I was stretching every cent that I could.
In 2021, Dee used $25,000 of her superannuation, accessed through the First Home Super Saver scheme, to put down a $68,000 deposit on a customised 3-bedroom unit in South Brisbane.
Finding a home here.
Nah, can't nobody take that from her, bro. Forget it, bro. You absolutely 100% gotta fight for that, because that's like, bro, like that's everything that she fought for so long. She earned that. Nobody gave her that. She earned that. And I don't think any company should have the right to take that from her. That's insane. Looks like she's doing an absolutely incredible job. She's worked herself to the bone for sure for her and her daughter. There's no company that should be able to come in and fight her. I think as a parent, right, the one thing you want to do is everything for your child, right? But to leave behind a home for them, to leave behind where they're not having to pay rent, where they're able to pocket that money and spend it on something else. I feel like that's just, as a parent, bro, that's an absolute goal that you want to do for your children.
Yeah, being able to organise the layout felt like a dream come true, but also felt like something that I deserved.
Her apartment was one of 184 in Tallis Property Group's 30-storey Akin development.
We would walk past often. Kids would sort of have a little discussion about who's getting which room.
9-year-old Stella shares a bunk bed with her big brother.
And what were you most excited about in your new apartment?
To have a cosy home and to have my own bedroom.
Well, at first, everything was going right. We would go get photos in front of the site so that we could track like how it was going.
But in 2023, legal woes with the builder brought construction to a standstill, and soon after, the project went into receivership.
There was not a lot of information available to buyers about what was going to happen, but at the time, we were still reassured that there was every intention that the development would go ahead.
No way you are telling me she gave I thought this was the home and that they were trying to steal this from her. But you're telling me that it was in development. She gave all that money. And you're not about to tell me that because the development fell through for whatever reasons, doesn't sound like they were explaining to her, which is absolutely ridiculous. You're not about to tell me that she's not going to get that money back. You are not about to sit here and tell me that she lost all that money. There's no way.
By 2024, buyers were offered several chances to cancel their contracts, but for Dee, walking away wasn't an option.
I didn't want to destabilise my children. I do note that property prices, I would say, could be fair to say, have almost doubled, and I thought I'll just hang on.
Then came the final blow. In April this year, Dee received a letter notifying her the apartments wouldn't be built, the company claiming it couldn't meet its financial obligations or finish the build on time.
It's devastating.
A lot of these buyers who purchased property 4 years ago may have been in a financial position where that was their maximum that they could borrow, and now they're probably essentially priced out of the market.
Oh,
Jacob.
everything. Yeah, that's not right. I know they gave her chances to I guess terminate, get out of the contract. So I assume she would have got her money if she did that. But yeah, that's not right because prices aren't the same. So she locked in that price with the promise that you guys were gonna deliver, right? But now prices have shot up, so you need to give her money back. Like, she need the inflation added upon the money back. I feel like, but
Carlson is from Atwood Marshall Lawyers. She says cases like this are becoming increasingly common.
You can negotiate terms with developers, and if they're not inclined to negotiate, then perhaps you want to walk away altogether or look at another investment.
The former Akin site is now back on the market, renamed and rebranded, but with all the same development approvals. The move brings no relief for buyers like Dee, though, who could soon be forced to watch their building go ahead without them.
wow.
So unfortunately, buyers in this circumstance are collateral damage. The new developer that comes on usually doesn't have the obligations to honour the contracts.
I still can't wrap my head around the fact that I'm being told this is not my home when I can see the construction going up.
Unwilling to back down, Dee took her fight all the way to the Supreme Court, representing herself against a top-tier law firm to challenge the termination of her contract.
I feel like anybody who
The reason I hate it so much is just because you're facing a top tier law firm, bro. Like, at the end of the day, we know the David versus Goliath story in the Bible, and we love that. But we know in today's age here on earth, yeah, there's some Davids that overcome. But more times than not, Goliath gets the victory in these situations.
wants to own a home and they do the work to own that home and they sign a contract for that home, should be able to have their home.
I agree.
The court dismissed Dee's case, and now she's being pushed to accept a refund and walk away.
The reason I'm refusing my deposit is because there's very little that I can do with that.
In the 4 years of waiting, Dee's rent has been rising too.
It's really taken a toll, the financial strain. There have been days when my account's got $1.50 in it.
Dee's
Oh
running
my
on empty,
days.
but her battle isn't over yet.
You can't afford to give up, can you?
I have done what I can to fight this, but I'm not a lawyer and I need help. I'm not too humble to say that I'm desperate for help to save our home.
Go, Dee. I mean, we hear it too often,
Yeah.
don't we? The little guy getting screwed over. So we say, give him hell, Dee.
On everything. I hope that you win. I hate to say that I don't think you will. I feel like those top tier lawyers and law firms figure out all the loopholes and stipulations within the contract. And so even though you can't eat, prices have skyrocketed since you put that money down. I feel like, and I could, all you can really do in this situation is take the refund and try to figure things out. But if you do fight, hey, I'm rooting for you. That's all we got. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Check out the next video. I'll see y'all next time.